In the world of the Lord of Mysteries, the general public sleeps soundly, ignorant of the horrors that lurk in the shadows. But who stands between them and the unspeakable terrors of the supernatural? The answer lies with a secretive organization operating from the shadows, the Nighthawks of the Church of the Evernight Goddess. In this video, we're diving deep into the Blackthorn Security Company, the front for the Tingen City Nighthawks. We'll break down who they are, how they work, and meet the key members who guide our protagonist, Klein Moretti, through this dangerous new world. Let's dive in. The Nighthawks are the Special Operations Unit of the Church of the Evernight Goddess, specifically designed to handle supernatural threats. Their official cover in Tingen City is the Blackthorn Security Company. They serve as the reader's first window into how official Beyonder organizations work. Officially, they're not even called Nighthawks. On paper, they're just the 7th unit of the Awa County Police. The first 4 units are the regular police, but from Unit 5 onwards are the ones dealing with paranormal incidents, divided by territory and religious jurisdiction. The Nighthawks handle supernatural cases involving the Evernight Goddess followers, and they cover the North, West, and Golden Indus boroughs. The Unit 6 of the mandated Punishers working for the Church under the Lord of Storms handle cases from the East Borough, South Borough, and the Port. The Unit 5, the Machinery Hive Mind operating under the God of Steam and Machinery, handle the University District and the suburbs. This means they are legally recognized as police officers, with funding shared between the church and the state. The members receive probationary inspector status. Yes, Klein had a police uniform he used in 2 of his cases but wasn't shown in the Donghua. The first time was in his initiation ritual, where new members must independently complete a mission to gain the team's trust and prove their capability as a rite of passage. And the next was in a case where he first met Miss Sharon. The Red Gloves is the code name for the elite team of the Nighthawks. As told before, the Nighthawks had regions under their jurisdiction and are not permitted to capture criminals outside of those areas without permission, so the Church of Evernight set up the Red Gloves, as a mobile, strike force for cross-jurisdictional pursuits. They are the pursuers or hunting dogs, indicating a higher level of operation and danger beyond the standard city-bound teams. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Now let's continue. Their recruits vary from police officers with supernatural experience, young recruits, like Dunn who joined at 17, civilian family of former Nighthawks like Roseanne, or civilians who had a supernatural experience. An example of this is Klein himself. They operate under a strict policy of secrecy from the public, because as Captain Dunn Smith explains, public knowledge often leads to more people recklessly emulating dangerous acts, creating more chaos. The neighbors of Blackthorn Security Company were either estates of the church, or devout clergymen who vaguely knew of the situation, so, if they see something weird going on, they just overlooked it. Violators of confidentiality are judged in church tribunals, not secular courts. This reveals that church justice overrides kingdom law in the supernatural domain, and control of information is central to church power. All incidents, no matter how small, must be reported to the captain, who then files reports to the diocese and the Holy Cathedral. This ensures information is shared and threats are properly assessed. Nighthawks are almost never to act alone. They must operate in teams of 2 or more to provide mutual support and prevent loss of control or corruption. They serve as a hybrid between police detectives, investigating and resolving supernatural incidents, from haunted houses to rogue artifacts. Occult investigators, opposing heretical cults, like the Secret Order, among others. And supernatural containment agents, managing Beyonder stability, recruiting and managing official Beyonders and containing dangerous knowledge and artifacts. One of the few advantages: tax-free salaries, competitive and tied to rank and sequence. Members of civilian staff can leave the team. We have the case of Viola, a gifted civilian staff member who, after amassing the money necessary, left to become an inventor. This shows the Nighthawks do not imprison civilian workers, and many clerks leave after gaining experience. Their structure is a mix of a military unit and a family. We have the captain, the leader and strategic mind. Then there is the formal Nighthawks, the Beyonder operatives who handle fieldwork. Next are the civilian staff, the brave, non-Beyonder backbone handling logistics, cleaning, and administration. Often recruited from within the church, they sign a 5-year contract with a lifetime confidentiality agreement. Their movement is restricted, they can't leave Tingen without permission. The corpses, or undertakers, have a grim but vital role. They clean up the aftermath of missions. And finally, we have the keepers, elderly, retired Nighthawks who guard their most secure location, the mysterious Chanis Gate. Under the Nighthawk base lies the Chanis Gate, a massive underground vault sealed by iron, stone, and history. It is named after the creator of the modern Nighthawk system, Archbishop Chanis. There is one under the central cathedral of every major city. This is because the followers of the goddess maintain the gate with a part of their spirituality coming from their sincere prayers. The area inside is divided into zones. Stored within are potion formulas and other magical materials. It is also used to temporarily hold heretics, mutants, and members of secret organizations. In addition, there are all sorts of classified documents and records. The sealed artifacts are also guarded there, which the most important one for the Blackthorn Security Company is the Ashes of Saint Selena. It is guarded by formal Nighthawk members on rotation. Inside, there are at least 2 keepers who are sent by the church, as well as countless traps. The most dangerous time to guard the gate is at night because the atmosphere grows stronger at this time, for the boundary between reality and the spirit world thins after dark. At the end of the fight against Megos, Beyonders sent by the Holy Cathedral created another seal behind the Chanis Gate since the ashes of Saint Selena were lost, and debated if they needed to use a new holy item to protect the gate or lowering the presence of the Nighthawks in Tingen and transferring the sealed artifacts with living characteristics or difficult to seal artifacts to the headquarters at the Cathedral of Serenity in Baklund's diocese, only leaving behind those that could be controlled more easily. Dunn Smith's leadership highlights the fragile humanity in the system. He cares about team morale, safety, proper procedures, and the mental stability of each member, and every Nighthawk lives with the fear of losing control, the burden of secrecy, the exhaustion of night watches, and the trauma of what lurks beneath their headquarters. They are overworked and constantly at risk, but they still show up every day. They know their job is important. The Nighthawk serves several critical functions in the story. As window for us readers and watchers, through Klein's induction, the reader learns alongside him about the world's rules, dangers, and power systems organically. They also represent the official good guys, flawed and human, but ultimately striving to protect humanity. The organization itself is built on sacrifice. It shows that even the good side in this world is fraught with danger, not just from external enemies, but from the very power they wield. The text repeatedly emphasizes the sacrifice of the Nighthawks. They face constant danger, their work is never made public, and they receive no fame. Kenley dies and the world never knows. No medals, no recognition, just a quiet payment to his family, and silence. The retirement policy, for those on the verge of losing control, is the ultimate symbol of their grim duty. Despite the darkness, the team is a family. They have shared meals, weekly meetings, and a deep bond forged in danger. Dunn's lesson to Klein: as a Nighthawk, you not only have to believe in yourself, you also have to trust your teammates too, is a core tenet of their survival. This familial dynamic makes the dangers they face intensely personal. Every loss is a wound, and every success is a shared triumph. This intricate weaving of personality, relationship, and supernatural role is what makes the Nighthawks one of the most beloved organizations in the novel. The Nighthawks show us that power is dangerous. Ordinary people play crucial roles in extraordinary worlds, and even the strongest organization is full of human vulnerability. This is what makes Lord of the Mysteries feel so real. It's not just a world of gods and powers. It's a world of paychecks, inventory logs, night shifts, and office workers who clean up after supernatural disasters. The Nighthawks are the perfect symbol of that blend. Every Nighthawk shapes Klein. Some teach him how to survive, some teach him how to fight, and some teach him what it means to lose everything. So, the Nighthawks are far more than a simple monster hunting squad. They are a family, bound by sacrifice, secrecy, and a solemn duty to stand as the silent, unseen shield against the darkness. Klein Moretti's integration into this family is the heart of Volume 1. They are his teachers, his comrades, his warning, and his reason to fight. They are the unsung heroes of the story, and their legacy lives on in Klein's every choice. So next time you think of the Nighthawks as just magical detectives, remember, they are an entire ecosystem, beyonders, civilians, archivists, accountants, each fighting to keep the world safe from horrors the public will never know. And that was the Tingen City Nighthawks. What did you think of Klein's journey with them? Let me know in the comments below. This is just the part 1 of the videos about the Nighthawks. The next one will explain each member of the team. If that interests you, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Lord of the Mysteries content. And praise the lady.